My sole motivation is to go out there and just be who I know I can be. That's been a part of my identity as not just a pitcher, but a competitor since high school and college days. When I go out there, I like to let everything go and just compete. I think that's the thing that I've missed the most. You know, being on the shelf for the last year and a half is the ability and the opportunity to go out there and compete on a Major League Baseball mound. Not a lot of people can say that they've had that opportunity to do that, and so it's not something that I take lightly.
Once again, it was a very busy trade deadline day across the league.
Blue Jays acquiring Sir Anthony Dominguez in cash for Jerron Watts-Brown.
Traded from the Orioles to the Blue Jays in between games of this doubleheader.
The Blue Jays are getting Varland and Ty France from the Twins.
Ty France is going too? Wow.
It was kind of crazy. A lot of moving parts, a lot of phone calls, but glad to be here.
If you're looking at the American League landscape and you're the Toronto Blue Jays, this has to be your time to strike.
Got to cook it. Is now a member of the Toronto Blue Jays. A one-for-one trade.
Bieber, who's coming off Tommy John surgery, began a rehab assignment on July 15th, and his most recent outing threw 4 innings while striking out 7.
Yeah, we're obviously fired up to be in the position that we're acquiring talent, and feel that we were very aggressive at the deadline and were able to accomplish our goals and made the team better.
Glove just down, just a touch. Yep, right there.
We're just gonna get your lighting right. Do you like smiling or do you like to be serious before starting?
Normally I like smiling, but with this mustache thing I got going on,
Yeah.
I'll stay serious.
Yeah, I feel like that's.
Or else it gets really wide.
It's the balance.
Keep trying to shave it. My wife says no.
It's fun.
Yeah.
And staring into the camera. And go ahead and start.
I was excited. Immediate excitement. Obviously, it's quite a change. It's part of the business that people don't talk about too often. You know, obviously, my family and I have been in Cleveland for the last 7 to 9 years. I was drafted by them, and it was the only organization that I knew. So I was worried about just travel. Okay, how do we get there? How do we make this transition as seamless as possible, especially with where I'm at in my rehab, kind of nearing the end of it and approaching Major League play.
All good to know. This is the wrap, right? Cool. All right, nice to meet you.
We obviously know about the guy, the pitcher, and then, you know, you meet Shane, big presence, you know, professional presence, and a confident guy. So you can start to think about how he can immediately raise the floor of our staff and our team. You know, I think everyone was really intrigued to kind of see how his rehab process was going. You know, there's milestones to kind of check as you go, whether it's first time throwing, first time off a mound, first game, first rehab game. It's a grueling process.
Ultimately, it's about what I'm going to prioritize, and that was my work. And so I was able to get my work in the day that I got traded, pack up the house, you know, do as much as I could. Ultimately, it fell on my wife Kara's shoulders towards the end there. She stayed back and picked up all the loose ends, which is always more than you expect. But you know, I got up here the next day and took care of my business and threw that bullpen and continued my progression. I'm thankful to have such an incredible support system, and they've been amazing. Can't quite put into words how much of a difference that can make. Immediately post-surgery, it was very difficult. I consider myself pretty disciplined with my emotions. Obviously, I lean on my family, and I'm vulnerable with them. But those first few days were difficult, and I think kind of reality set in that the road was going to be very long, but they, you know, never ceased to support me and keep me along the right path, the right track. There were so many silver linings within getting surgery, and my wife getting pregnant shortly thereafter, being able to spend her pregnancy together. at our home in Arizona while I was rehabbing. I do believe everything works out for a reason. I'm looking back now, and it's gone by pretty quick, so I'm grateful for it.
So for Bieber, he is trying to get back to the big leagues as quick as possible and help the Blue Jays in their push towards a playoff spot.
You want to be aware of a guy coming back from an injury like that and keep the workload and the build-up consistent, but at the same time, you're right in the middle of a pennant race, so you're trying to do what's best for the team. He's different because he's an established major league pitcher. He's an all-star. He's a Cy Young Award winner. He understands what he feels like and understands what his stuff feels like compared to what it was before he got hurt. So he was chomping at the bit to get back.
It's a typical August Miami day, and it's all about Shane Bieber making his Blue Jay debut.
This is the most anticipated start for a Blue Jays pitcher since they acquired David Price.
Every little step in the right direction is a milestone, and to kind of see it, get finalized back on a major league mound is pretty cool.
The big pitching story in baseball tonight is in this ballpark. Shane Bieber back tonight.
And Shane Bieber about to throw his first pitch for the Toronto Blue Jays. And 93 is a good sign.
Swing and a miss. Bieber, welcome back to the majors. A strikeout to start this ballgame.
Strikes out another one. Got him with a changeup, 2 down.
You never really know how guys are going to react or respond to their first major league action back. It was after first 2 hitters, I kind of nudged Pete and said, "This looks right."
And that's how as he strikes out another one.
Strikeout number 3 as Johnston goes down.
Can't throw a fastball in a better spot than that as he gets him 1 down.
Swing and a miss, and guess what? Shane Bieber just struck out the side.
That is artistry.
How about back-to-back-to-back sliders to get the strikeout against
Strikeout number 7 as he just whiffed Hill with a slider.
Now 8 in a row set down by Bieber.
Number 9 on the night as Edwards goes down.
And really, he just defined the art of pitching tonight here against the Marlins.
Obviously, that's a new experience for me, is having my son being able to attend games, and that gives me an extra push forward. But really my whole support system, I can't thank them enough for how they've always been there for me, not just through the good times, but the tough ones as well. And that Tommy John rehab is no exception. They've been able to be there for me day in, day out, and that really means a lot.
Maybe the end of the night for Bieber. If it is, what a night it has been in his Blue Jay debut.
After 500 some odd days to kind of bookend it here, take a moment and appreciate what you just did. Outcome aside, any pitcher coming back from that, I think it's just really important to recognize that.
I think the guys in here just let me know that they know what I've been through, and they appreciate it, and they're happy to have me here and ready to go. So am I.
And they will get the out at first, and the Blue Jays win the opening game of the series by a score of 5-2.
What an outstanding performance by Shane Bieber in his return, and his manager and pitching coach will be very proud of what he put out there tonight.
I got Bieber fever. I'm a believer. Oh, man.
Thank you, brother.
I've always loved the game. I think a better way to put it would be like a refined perspective. All the things that this game can give and take away, and to just appreciate how fast it can come and how fast it can go. You hear guys talk about 10 years of Major League service. It's very rare. 10 years is not that long, and things can go as quickly as they come. And so to just enjoy every single moment, enjoy the experiences, and know that sooner rather than later you're going to look back and appreciate all that's going on. And so, I kind of look at my elbow reconstruction, my TJ surgery as one of those experiences. I feel great up to this point. I expect to feel even better as I continue to progress, and so I'm grateful for it.